A very good evening, our dear listener. Welcome back to the Youth Hour here on Explorer Online Radio. Malaika Kayes is my name, and I'll be bringing you the 9 p.m. news. In our headlines, President Museveni says corrupt government officials must be punished heavily. Police in Kayunga arrests 4 people stealing electricity wires in Mukono district. Minister Judith Nabakoba warns politicians in Bunyoro to stop grabbing people's land. And President Ruto pledges to support Somalia in the fight against Al-Shabaab. Here's the news in details. President Museveni has said it is high time corrupt government officials paid heavily for their sins of stealing from the public, since the biggest problem in the country right now is corrupt government officials. He said, "This is what is slowing down our rate of growth. Those people must go to jail and they must lose opportunities of leadership and must pay back everything that they have stolen." The president said this while speaking at the 6th Annual Prosecutors Symposium held at Speak Resort Hotel in Munyonyo. The UN Security Council resolved and directed the African Union to advise the troop contributing countries to draw down a framework that should be concluded by December 2023. According to Honorable John Molimba, the first instruction was to draw down the troops by 3,000. He said, "We are very conscious on handling the process of withdrawal and handing over the national army in Somalia. This calls for building capacity in all dimensions, especially in terms of numbers." The Secretary General Uganda Joint Christian Council and the head of economic affairs at the Orthodox Church, Right Reverend Constant Mbonabinji, has urged Ugandans to advocate for the revival of the 2016 agriculture and trade sector and farmers cooperative banks. He was speaking at the meeting with Lieutenant Moses Magufuli Mugisha at the Namungona Cathedral about the plan to revive the agriculture bank. In a bid to support the education sector in Uganda, ATC Uganda, in partnership with the Stanbic Bank, has donated computers and books to Nakanyonyi Girls Secondary School in Bugema, Jinja District. This gesture is to commemorate the girls in the ICT Day, which speaks to uphold and recognize the role that women and girls play in the technology and ICT space across the world. District officials have urged government to make physical education compulsory in schools around Wakiso district. The call was made by various dignitaries, including the district schools inspector, Mr. Tom Kasule, and the deputy police spokesperson, SSP Claire Nabaka. This was at a sports day held at Esteem Junior School in Wakiso. Mr. Kasule noticed the fitness and health of the children by the fact that there was no situation of emergency, while SSP Nabaka pointed out the benefits of extracurricular activities to a student. Police in Kayunga have arrested 4 people believed to be part of a gang that has been stealing electricity wires and meters in the Greater Mukono districts. The Kayunga officer in charge of Criminal Investigations Department, Miss Betty Ajwang, said that the 4 all residents in different parts of Kayunga district were arrested after getting information that linked them to a spate of electricity wire, solifer and meter thefts. She said, "They have been stealing the wires and meters from Kayunga, Mukono and Buikwe districts. At times, they have been masquerading as Umeme staff and carrying out surveillance of their targets." Minister for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Judith Nabakoba, has warned politicians in Bunyoro to stop misusing their positions and wealth to grab people's lands. She also clarified that over 1,600 land titles are ready to be distributed to Kagadi residents. Nabakoba said this while officiating the belated International Women's Day celebrations in Kagadi district. Equity Bank Uganda has enrolled 102 young adults in leadership and mentorship development program towards financial management. According to the Equity Bank Managing Director, Anthony Chituka, The enrolled are basically senior 6 vacists, and these will benefit 3 months paid for training sessions while inspiring different communities towards modern financial management. The program also seeks to ensure that they manage to transition from having a structured life to being able to manage life outside school. And in our last story, Kenyan President William Ruto has pledged to support Somalia's efforts to fight Al-Shabaab. President Ruto, who was attending a summit for ATMIS, troop contributing countries in Kampala, urged fellow heads of state to strengthen cooperation through the timely and effective sharing of critical information and intelligence to eliminate the threat of cross-border terrorism in the region. He emphasized that terrorism in Somalia and the Horn of Africa must come to an end. He said, "We celebrate the progress made in supporting the transformation of Somalia into a stable, secure, and prosperous country." Thank you for listening to us here on Explore Online Radio, the home of reliable and authentic news. Have a blessed evening.